Welcome back. You enjoy watching these videos. You're choosing to spend your time hearing me talk about the results of this election. To be very clear, a month ago I truly was a persuadable. I had never really identified as either party, and then this election I voted for Trump, and afterwards it just kind of hit me. I'm like, I think I'm now a Republican. I think the middle, because I've always identified as non-blue, I think Republicans modern day now are the closest thing I can vote for that's the middle, where they can actually, my side can win. So what I want to focus on in this video, because I've been seeing some of the comments. I mean, and the theme that I'm getting in the comment section is people who identify as Democrats, and it's them immediately saying that I'm a fool, that I'm low information, that I'm uneducated, that I'm immoral, I'm stupid. It's just insults, which is fine. That's kind of proving my point. The point was that I didn't feel seen, I didn't feel validated in the middle, and I felt that my services could be better used on the Republican side, and I could be appreciated that way, that my loyalty would be better spent on that side. And now that I've gone to that side, I feel like, well, yeah, my concerns are now being validated because I'm seeing all these insults coming in constantly from people. And some people will even admit they're not watching my videos, they're just here to insult me. I've even had people, I appreciate the honesty. But here's the thing about me, I want to be very clear about this. I do identify at this point as Republican. However, I do not look down on people who have a different view than me. And that means Democrats. That means people who still are in the middle. I don't care what you believe, and I think I've been very clear up front. I'm not making these videos to try to convince someone to like Trump or vote Republican or be. That's not my concern. My agenda, I'll tell you my agenda, is to explain how Trump won this election. There's still plenty of people in denial that just can't understand, A, that Trump won, and that he won by, such a landslide. All 7 swing states, popular vote, etc. How does that happen? Well, that's why I'm making these videos, and specifically what I want everyone to be very aware of is you're welcome to insult me for believing the wrong way or being dumb, low information. I've had people in the comments criticize me for not watching the news and saying that's my problem because I don't watch the news. And then other people say, well, it's because you don't watch news and you watch other sources instead. So either way, I'm going to be criticized, but ultimately for me, I'm just saying how I feel about this. I'm not here to look down on anyone because they disagree with me. So yes, it can be true that you can identify as a Republican and you do not look down on Democrats. And I think it's true that you can be a Democrat and you don't look down on Republicans. And I think a lot of this, again, people like me have always identified in the middle. Now that we've chosen a side, it doesn't change the fact that I still don't look down on people because they're the other side or believe differently than me. And I think that might be something we see with these new Republican voters, these recent converts to this Republican Party, is that, well, we were formerly the middle. So just because we saw, hey, you know what, the left has gone so far over the years, so extreme, that now the middle actually kind of is the fray of Republicans, so might as well join a side that can actually win an election. But still in my heart, I'm a middle of the road guy. So I'm not here to cast judgment on people who are different than me, who believe different than me. I just think that's exactly what I'm trying to get away from. I felt more accepted by the Republican side. I didn't feel judged for being a man. I didn't feel judged for being a white man specifically, even though I'm 53% Hispanic, but people don't see me that way, do they? They don't. So they see me as a white man, and there's irony there that so many men, younger men, of course I'm 43 and a half, a lot of you don't see me as young, but that's how old I am. But so many of us, that's what caused us to switch over. So, wanted to explain that. I'm not here to look down on anyone. And I think that's strange on the internet for someone to say, hey, I've chosen a side, and this is my stance. but you don't have to have my stance. And I definitely don't look down on you for not having that stance. Is there anyone else who can join me in that sentiment of emotional intelligence? Your comments belong right here.